Blackout is the name of 6 fictional characters from the Transformers series. Transformers, Generation 1, Blackout was one of a team of 2 Micromaster combiners. They came with a Jeepard air defense vehicle that could transform to a base. Because Blackout and his partner Spaceshot are regularly pictured together and that they are amongst the lesser-known Micromasters, the exact identity of each Transformer is regularly mistaken for the other. Dreamwave Productions Blackout has never appeared in Transformers fiction, except for a profile in Dreamwave Productions' Transformers, More Than Meets the Eye series. His bio painted him as a brave Decepticon warrior, but liable to flee if the odds turned against him. Only Spaceshot's disapproval often keeps this from happening. Toys Generation 1 Micromaster Blackout and Spaceshot. Transformers, Armada, Blackout is the Minicon partner of Demolisher. Animated series In the cartoon, Demolisher used him to find other Minicons. Dreamwave Productions Blackout appeared among the Minicons in issue number 18 of the Transformers, Armada comic book who aided Overrun using the Minicon Matrix in the defeat of Unicron. Blackout's bio painted him as aggressive and independent something which contrasts with Demolisher's blind loyalty to Megatron. He would voice his thoughts and feelings, even at the risk of a severe beating. Toys Armada Minicon Blackout. Blackout was one of the first released Minicons that were included with a larger Transformer. Blackout was able to attach to Demolisher to form the front section of the Decepticons' tank mode, or he was able to sit on the seat on Demolisher's back. When attached to a special Minicon port, he can fire Demolisher's shoulder missiles. Armada Minicon Power Links Blackout. He was later recolored when Demolisher received his Power Links upgrade. Armada Built to Rule Blackout. Blackout was also part of the Built to Rule toy line, again as Demolisher's partner, and during 2004, he was recolored with a night attack scheme which was not based on an existing Transformers toy. In the Japanese series, Blackout was named Search and later Spark Search when he was recolored. Energon Minicon Blackout. 10 years after the events in Armada, Demolisher retained his original form, only with a new color scheme. Blackout also received a new color scheme to match Demolisher's. However, Blackout did not appear in the Energon animated series. Blackout did not reappear when the Armada Demolisher toy was repainted for Transformers, Cybertron. Transformers, Energon. Blackout was a member of the Decepticon destruction team and transformed into a helicopter. He was able to combine with his team to form a limb of the giant robot, Bruticus Maximus. Animated series In the Energon animated series, Blackout was a seemingly non-sentient drone commanded by team leader, Barricade. As with all of the Energon combiner limbs, Blackout has a twin brother on his team, a Stormcloud. Their Energon weapons were a cannon and a pair of guns. In the Japanese series, each member had the name of a Generation 1 combatant. Only Blackout's name was Blast Off. Dreamwave Productions Although the Transformers, Energon comic book series by Dreamwave Productions was cancelled before Blackout could appear in them, the Energon More Than Meets the Eye guidebook was under development at the time. Pencil art by Guido Guidi was released later showing the art that would have been used with Blackout's profile. Toys Energon Basic Blackout, shared a mold with Stormcloud. Later redecoed into Timeline's Top Spin. Transformers, early leaked scripts of the 2007 live-action film had a Decepticon helicopter named Vortex, after the Generation 1 Combaticon. Possibly due to Hasbro's lack of a trademark on the name Vortex, they changed the name to Blackout. Blackout has had various names before being finally Zeta Soundwave, Vortex and Incinerator. All names have been used on a Transformers toy at some point before. Leaked concept art for the character had the name Incinerator on it. Blackout transforms into an Sikorsky MH-53 Pavlo helicopter. According to screenwriters Roberto Orsi and Alex Kurtzman, Blackout is the largest Decepticon, serving as transportation for the other group members. He is armed with a missile launcher, 2 arm-mounted Gatling cannons, 2 energy cannons and has the ability to disrupt electronic devices via blasts. He is also able to detach and wield his tail rotor blades as a close combat weapon. According to the book Transformers, the movie universe, Blackout's rotor weapon can spin at 6,000 RPMs and is reinforced with toughened cobalt. When out of vehicle mode, his main rotors fold into 2 sets of 3 onto his back, giving him the appearance of having wings. When in helicopter mode, he can simulate the appearance of a human pilot, the same holographic model that pilots Starscream and drives Barricade. Blackout can carry Scorponok on his back, as seen in both the film and the game. According to his profile in the second issue of the UK Transformers magazine, Blackout stands 33 feet 5 inches tall, weighs 2.9 tons and has a maximum speed of 800 miles per hour. The official guide to the Transformers video game says he's 33 feet tall. Both of these heights are much smaller than his alternate mode would suggest, and seem to contradict what Roberto Orsi and Alex Kurtzman said about his size. However, in the video game's profile for him, it states that he is often seen silently looming over Megatron's shoulder, indicating that he would have to be taller than Megatron, and therefore taller than 33 feet. His exact height seems to be a mystery. As size calculations from the Voyager-class toy suggests, his height should be about 55 feet tall. Oddly, the book Ghosts of Yesterday described him as being smaller than Optimus Prime, who is officially described as 28 feet tall. Books Blackout appeared in the prequel novel, Transformers, Ghosts of Yesterday, where he was the most vocal critic of Starscream's leadership. When Starscream left to destroy Bumblebee, Blackout seized the initiative and led Bone Crusher, Scorponok and Frenzy in an assault on the Autobots, attacking Prime. He failed, and eventually challenged Starscream to a duel for leadership of the Decepticons, which he lost. The book Transformers, Meet the Decepticons by Jennifer France had a slightly different ending than the movie. This book had all 6 Decepticons leaving Earth together after being defeated by the Autobots, instead of having most of their numbers die. The back cover to children's book Transformers Primetime by Michael Teitelborn called Blackout by his earlier name Vortex on the back cover, but used Blackout in the book. Comics IDW Publishing, Blackout appeared in Transformers, Defiance by IDW Publishing. In issue number 2 he sided with Megatron in his decision to counterattack Cybertron's invaders and was among the fleet that attacked their ships. Blackout also appeared in IDW Publishing's movie prequel comic, where he, Starscream and Barricade smashed up the Mars Beagle 2 probe. In issue 4, he traveled to Earth, where he gained his MH-53 helicopter mode in Afghanistan and destroyed the scanned vehicle. The 3 Decepticons, detecting emissions similar to that of the Allspark, then stumbled onto Sector 7's trap for Bumblebee, wiping out their military backup. Blackout tried to access Sector 7's computers, but could only glean a few bits of information before they shut it down. After Barricade outlined his plan to follow Bumblebee and see what they could find out, Blackout and Starscream tailed him from the air. In Transformers, Alliance No. 2 The Bodies of Brawl, Blackout and Megatron are seen being loaded onto trucks at the Nevada desert for disposal in the ocean. Titan magazines, information in italics occur in the alternate storyline where Megatron won the battle for the Allspark. Blackout appeared in issue number 7 of the Transformers Titan magazine in a story called Starscream's Militia. He was seemingly brought to life by Starscream using the sparks of Allspark mutations. He was immediately killed again by the Autobots. Blackout appears in issue number 22 of the Titan Transformers magazine series in a story called The Decepticon Who Haunted Himself. Films In the 2007 live-action film, Blackout is the first active Decepticon to be seen. Blackout serves as the right hand of Megatron in the movie. He is third in command after Megatron and Starscream. Early in the film, he, along with his minion Scorponok, attacks the Soxant Ford Operations Center in Qatar, disguised as a MH-53M Pavlo 4 helicopter, tail number 4500X, that was apparently shot down over Afghanistan 3 months earlier. Blackout is escorted to the base by 2 F-22 Raptors, where he transforms and single-handedly destroys the whole base. During his attack, He attempts to hack into the base's system to download data on the location of the Allspark and Megatron, only to have the hardline to the system cut off by a military officer. He then deploys Scorponok and sends him to after a fleeing Captain William Lennox and his team. Later, Blackout is seen rallying with the other Decepticons to Starscream's call, after Frenzy discovers the Allspark in the Hoover Dam, saying "All hail Megatron" as if to remind Starscream who his master is. Arriving in Mission City during the final battle, Blackout attacks Sam, who is saved by the timely intervention of Ironhide, who throws a car at Blackout, which the Decepticon blasts out of the way, and then he shoots down Ironhide. Later he attempts to kill Sam with his rotor weapon, but misses him by a few feet. Towards the end of the battle he attempts to help Megatron finish off Optimus Prime. However, he is attacked by Captain Lennox and his team, the former racing underneath him on a motorcycle and firing at him with a Sabot round, along with human pilots and F-22 Raptors firing a barrage of missiles from the air, eventually killing him. His corpse is disposed of in the Laurentian Abyss, along with Megatron and the other fallen Decepticons. Games In Transformers, the game, Blackout appears as a playable character in the Decepticon campaign. He stands very tall over the other Transformers and is very powerful. In the Autobot campaign, he appeared in Jazz's battle with Starscream but was killed. Starscream betrays Blackout and flies away. In the Decepticon campaign, Blackout is used in many missions, including the first mission and fourth mission. He also killed Ironhide. During Megatron's battle with Optimus Prime, Blackout attempted to assist his master by charging Prime. Prime punched the massive Decepticon, sending him flying. He was knocked out by Optimus Prime but was not killed. After that, Blackout went back to the new Decepticon base with other Decepticons to destroy the planet and execute the Autobots and humans. It should also be noted that it can be argued that Blackout is the best playable Transformer in the game, being able to kill almost every drone type in one melee strike, and can kill many at a time in multiple directions. Also, his heavy-ranged weapon can get through the Red Drone's shield, making him the only playable Transformer who can do that, and the strike actually deals considerable damage on a foe, unlike with most of the other playable characters. Toys. All toys of this character are officially licensed from Sikorsky Aircraft. Transformers Legends Blackout, a 3-inch micro-sized Legends version of Blackout, features a simple transformation and 2 free-spinning blades. Transformers Fast Action Battlers Gyro Blade Blackout, a deluxe-sized toy with simplified transformation for younger children. Transformers Voyager Blackout, features a spinning set of blades, whose mount can be removed to form a spinning blade weapon for the robot mode. It also includes a small, non-transforming Scorponok figure with a spring tail that can be dropped from a basket in Blackout's helicopter mode. In vehicle mode, Blackout can combine with a deluxe-class movie Scorponok figure in a combined gimmick. Rotating Blackout's rotors will cause Scorponok's claws to spin. Blackout lacks the arm-mounted weapons seen in the film, but his robot mode does have sculpted missiles detailed on its shoulders. It is the smallest Voyager class-sized figure, despite his actual size in the movie being larger than the others. A figure has features based on a concept art image rather than the actual character from the movie. This toy's fuselage is 25 centimeters long, while an actual Pavlo helicopter is 22-35 centimeters long. This gives it a scale of about 1/89. With a robot toy height of 19 centimeters, Blackout should stand about 55 feet tall. This toy was later remolded into the Autobot Evac. A 2-pack called Desert Attack was released in 2007 at Toys R Us with both Voyager Blackout and Deluxe Scorponok. Transformers Legends Desert Blackout, a redeco of movie Legends Blackout. Transformers Premium Voyager Blackout, a redeco of the Voyager Blackout with more movie-accurate detailing in vehicle mode. Revenge of the Fallen Titanium 3-inch Blackout, a repackage of the same toy from the 2007 movie toy line. He squares off against Ratchet. Revenge of the Fallen Robot Heroes Optimus Prime vs. Blackout, small non-transforming figures which are targeted for smaller children. Optimus Prime vs. Blackout. Dark of the Moon Cyberverse Commander Blackout with Scorponok, a new Commander class mold. He may not be size accurate, but he does come with a tiny Scorponok. Non-transforming merchandise Transformers Blackout RC Helicopter, a Radio Shack exclusive. This radio-controlled helicopter flies up to a range of 25 feet and is rechargeable using the supplied helipad. Link. Transformers Animated Blackout is a character who appeared in Season 3 of the Transformers animated series. He is a homage to the 2007 movie version of the character and incorporates the insect-like style of the movie Decepticons into his robot mode. Blackout is a living legend who has destroyed Omega Sentinels. He is also the largest Decepticon ever seen. He can emit shock waves from his feet that can shut down machinery. Animated series He was seen in the Season 3 episode Transwarped, where he is a member of Stryker's Team Char. He was shown to be powerful, but also somewhat dim-witted as unintentionally shut down the space bridge his group took for a few seconds. Fun publications Blackout's biography was printed in issue number 24 of the Transformers Collectors Club magazine. Toys Animated Voyager Blackout, a new Voyager-sized mold, which transforms into an Earth helicopter. The tail rotor becomes a spinning disc launcher in robot mode. Like Lugnut, Blackout is among the shortest in robot height among all the Voyager-class figures in the animated line. Animated TA-20 Voyager Blackout, while the figure was never sold in the US, it was released in Japan in 2010 by Takara Tomy. This version sports darker shades of colors and is more detailed than the unreleased Hasbro version. Transformers, Prime. In the aligned universe, Blackout was a battle-hardened gladiator who joined Megatron's Decepticons in the war against the Autobots. His loyalty to Megatron and defiance of Starscream mirror his live-action film incarnation. Books Blackout appears in the novel Transformers, Exodus. Blackout was from the Badlands and fought in the pits of Khan. His body was riddled with scars. He accompanied Megatron to steal the plasma energy chamber from Teletron 1 and witnessed his battle with Sentinel Prime. When Sentinel Prime fell, exposing the code key of justice within his chest, Starscream attempted to take the key for himself but Blackout tried to stop him, taking a blow that would have killed any other Transformer but one that only managed to fell him. After Megatron subdued Starscream, Megatron asked for Blackout's name and told him he had a great future. He asked him to take Sentinel's body back to Khan. He was presumably successful, for Optimus Prime later found Sentinel chained to a pillar in the underworld, having suffered burns from Omega Supreme's takeoff and subjected to even more torture. References. External links: Blackout at tfwiki.net, the Transformers Wiki.